James kicks it out corner to Bosh, an open three. Got it from downtown. Chris Bosh gives Miami a 2-point lead. Shot clock down to 8. Bosh going to go to the rim. Inside Wade, layup and good.
Wade finds James in the lane. Out to Chalmers, good ball movement. There's Bosh for three. Yes, sir, Chris Bosh. Money in the corner. Miami, when they needed the most down the stretch, it was Chris Bosh who hit the big three.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to the resurrection of the hidden gems, and who better to start with than the BoshTrich? Honestly, I think this is one of the most overrated cards of the All-Star Ruby pack so far. Key stats is a 94 close, 92 mid, 88 3-pointer. Seriously. 80 driving layup, 97 standing layup, 87 post fade, and 73 speed, not to mention all gold badges. And if you want to add extras to him, I would say give him tenacious rebounder and probably microwave. Microwave would be a good one. He's cheap as hell. I think one of the cheapest cards overall in the All-Star Ruby Platinum so far, and I don't know why, because honestly he's so overpowered. I haven't been able to guard a gold Bosh entirely in one game before in my team. I have problems guarding him, and I'll show you why he's so effective in a gameplay in another couple of seconds. But the prices, you can't beat it. You can do one challenge and you can afford to buy this guy. And in reality, Chris Bosh has always been a really good player in my team. But the reasons are, well, first of all, start Mecha Rim Rush, and there goes his beautiful form, what I was getting to. He has one of those forms in 2K. Have you ever been scorched by somebody who's not even a good shooter in 2K? It's because of them form. People like Rudy Gay come to mind. Pippins that, you know, not 95 Pippin that, you know, that do have the 87 3-pointer but still making jump shots. Gerald Green in previous 2Ks before him did have overrated shooting stats like he does now. It was the form, like his form is just wicked. Watch this. Hold that. And it's the biggest, I missed that one, but that was a good shot. This is the kind of shot you want to look for with Bosh. That post up, you post him up, you face him up, and then you jab step him. If not, you go for the post fadeaway in that sweet spot about 10 feet out. Don't go any more further than that, or else you are probably going to miss it, because he is not Aldridge with the 98 fadeaway. And here's the key thing in his pick and roll game. Watch where he stays in the pick and roll. He leaks out, so either their big is going to have to help, then you can kick it out to Bosh for the jump shot, or you can just drive in and finish, because he has to stay on Bosh on the 3-point line. Bosh's tendencies are to stay at the 3-point line rather than roll, and not to mention that 3-pointer.
Allen for Bosh for the win.
And boom goes the dynamite.
With a second left. With a second left.
I was a huge hater on the Heat during the Big 3 era, but Chris Bosh was my favorite player going into that Big 3 era, and to this day I still like him. He was the only player that I still liked on the Heat at that time, because at the time he was the best power forward in the league.
That's really what's most important to me.
3 seconds left. Lillard drives in. Blocked by Bosh. Ball game's over. Chris Bosh wins it.
And I could appreciate the fact that even though on the Heat he was, you know, the bottom bitch of the three, he was the one that still made the impression. He was the one that made the difference. He was the one that really, if he played well, the Heat were not able to lose. It was almost impossible. Now, like I said, face him up, jab step him, see what I'm doing. I driving left, I use the speed, I spin off. That was some hating shit to make me miss. But that is the 73 speed coming into play. The positional average was, I think, like a 50. And you have to take advantage of it. Play exactly like this. Don't try and post up every play. In reality, you can post fade it out. When in doubt, post fade it out. Any play you want with Bosh. But you should try and face him up, jab step him, see what him doing. On this play, I have a mismatch with Kyle Lowry. I'm going to take him right to the sweet spot, 10 feet away, and post fade him one more time. Usually able to B- shot quality in that range. It's impossible to miss. And he has an easy form. It's very slow, but his pull up, the form that I'm talking about, the face up form, is too good. Is the quickest big man form in the game, I think, next to Bill Lambier. I haven't seen what his form look like this year if they slow it down, but Bosh's big man form, shooting form for our big man is flat out, it's unstoppable in my opinion. It's too quick. By the time you jab step and see where a little bit of room is, you can pull up, and that's basically it. It's either you miss it or you make it, them not going to contest it. And like I said, post fade it's out, or you can jab step him and do this shot that Bosh does all the time in real life, do the spin back, always create space. It's just a matter of you trying to get the form down as well as possible and doing it from a good range. I love doing spin back jumpers with big men. If you watch me, other than these hidden gem videos, you'll see I do it a lot with Dirk. I do it a lot with Aldridge, but I don't use Aldridge that much. Speaking of Aldridge, I did pick Bosh over him because of 1, the price, and 2, the form. I think the form is just much quicker and smoother and better for a big. I just preferred Bosh over Aldridge in reality, and his form is better on stop and top pull-up.
Bosh for 3 in the win. Yes! Yes! He did it! He did it! Half a second left!
In reality, I don't know why Chris Bosh doesn't have closer, because he has hit so many big shots and big plays in his career over the years, especially on the Heat. And everybody knows the out to Allen, his 3-pointer, bang! I get a little nauseous every time I rewatch that clip, so I couldn't put it in here. Because I remember during that game when I was seeing it at that point, I literally fell asleep at that point, and I woke up and I'm like, the game is over, and I'm shit talking to all my Heat friends. And then out to Allen, his 3-pointer, bang! And I'm sitting there like. So I think if you're a Bosh fan, this is definitely a card to go and pick up. In comparison to the Onyx card is about 40,000, probably about 20 to 30 on Throwback Thursdays when the the price drops. So I would say if you want the Onyx card, is basically if you just want a more athletic rebounding version of Bosh, but offensively you can't top this card. I think this is as good as a Bosh card as we're going to see in my team for the entire year. I mean, at 88 standing 3-pointer, I mean seriously, I was able to drop almost 40 simply with him. With almost no effort in reality. You just take the simple shots, you post him up, you either post fade it, post step back it, or you jab him. You see if you have the room to take the pull up jump shot, or you drive by and spin layup him because he has a 73 speed. Chris Bosh has, I still like him on the Heat. I don't really like him taking so many jump shots nowadays. I don't like seeing big men start relying on jump shots rather than posting up, because that's why I say he was the best power forward in the league before his Heat days when he was in Toronto. He had the mid-range jump shot, he could rebound, he played good help defense, he played good team defense, and actually this card does have an 80 shot blocking. That's why I said putting him at the 4 is ideal. I'm going to play good help defense, gets a couple steals on blocks here and there, and shoot the absolute lights out. You might have some games where you miss some shots with him, but he has such a simple and smooth release. Check it out in freestyle mode and just practice it. You get it done so fast. And you don't need a lot of moves with him. It's just shoot, jab step, shoot, try and drive, post, spin back, shoot, 3-pointer. Play like Bosh, really. That is about it. When used properly, this Bosh can score any of those Durants and LeBrons at the 4 if you just use him the right way. So now if you guys have any more questions about lineup help or other cheap plays that you could use to help your team or anything of the sort, you can drop it in the comments or just tweet me. I have been using Twitter a lot more and more often, so I'm glad to help out anyone when I can. And now the hidden gem of the Heat is now the hidden gem of my team.